Hi, friends. Happy Tuesday, first of all. And we have a very special guest today. We have a new friend that I've made, Marissa. Marissa, I don't even know you. I'm a bad friend.
It's Marissa Madrid.
Madrid?
Yeah, Madrid.
Ooh.
Like from Spain?
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's sick. Okay, Marissa Madrid, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marissa.
Hey. And you wanted to drink beatbox.
Oh, yes.
And I've never tried these before. I'll be honest. Never.
Ever?
Oh
My goodness.
I've never tried these before. Yeah, so this is my first one and I'm really excited.
I prefer fresh watermelon. Other people have different choices.
Okay.
But I love fresh watermelon, so we're going to drink fresh watermelon today.
Right, fuck. Do I have to shake it?
Yeah, let's shake it. Let's shake it a little bit. Make sure it's all mixed in there. You know what I mean? little dance. Little dance.
Starting off right.
All right. Well, cheers. You know?
Cheers.
Happy Sunday, right?
Happy Sunday.
Happy
this
Sunday.
is a Sunday.
All right.
How's
your bubbly in here? You see it?
I love it.
Mm. See, it's not too strong, but you taste.
It's like a liquefied Jello shot.
I guess, yeah.
If I could.
The other ones, I feel like I just don't taste anything. Like, it's just all alcohol.
Oh.
But to each
so this has some flavor.
Yeah.
So that I should be scared of, is what you're saying.
Fruit punch, maybe a little bit. Juicy mango, I've never had, so I gotta taste that one.
Okay, we'll do that one next. Maybe we'll get there. I don't know. We'll probably get halfway to the box and fucking try the flavor.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Well, anyway,
and I haven't ate. Let me put that out there, guys. I haven't ate. So.
Lord,
I'm sorry.
We're fine. We're so fine. I have faith in you.
I hope so.
And having a high tolerance. Thank you for coming. I know this is weird and not really normal thing to do.
Thank you for having me. I'm actually really excited. I'm just really nervous at the same time too.
Aw.
Yeah.
What made you want to come on?
Honestly, I've never done anything like this. So I feel like why not try something new in life? You know, like it's a podcast, and I feel like podcasts nowadays is just like a thing. Everyone's fucking doing it. So I was like, hey, like, why not? You know, why not? It doesn't hurt. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Try something new in life.
Yes.
Mark it off my bucket list.
Been on a podcast.
Exactly.
Have something to look back on for, you know, in the future. Show your kids. Aww.
Exactly. And then maybe, like, who knows, 10 years, I might have growth and I can look back like, damn, you know, that's me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Madrid, where's that from?
Spain? That's so funny. Okay, you guys. I am such a blonde, so please bear with me. Sometimes I make stupid ass remarks. It's crazy.
I love it already.
Is it not Spain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, unless we're both fucking fucked up over here.
I don't know, but usually when I say my last name, people, from Spain, like the soccer team. I was like, yeah, that. Yeah. I don't watch that, but yeah, that. Sure, why not? So that's why it stuck with me, because I've heard that all my life. Like, okay, Spain.
So that's your first
response.
But where's your family from?
Okay, so from what I believe, my dad is from Mexico and my mom is from here. But I was born here, so
nice.
I was born at Glendale Hospital.
Oh,
yeah.
What year?
1999. I'm a 90s baby.
Ooh,
yeah, I just made it. Cheers to that.
Why did we both grab a drink at that?
Because cheers to fucking that. I would have been at 2000. Yes, it is such a big flex to me, dude. Like, my year was 2017 when I graduated high school, and our theme was like the last 90s babies.
Yeah.
So that, like, we just went all off in high school about that shit. Yeah. What year are you?
95.
95? Okay, well, you got time.
Yeah. But even then, they still don't accept me. The 90s motherfuckers from the early day. I'm looking at you.
That's crazy.
Betsy. Or cousin.
That's fucking crazy.
But anyway.
But yeah.
I can't do math. So how old are you?
I am 25.
Okay, 25.
My birthday's in January, which is in like 2 months. And I'm a Capricorn.
What are you going to do?
I want to go to San Diego again.
Ooh,
yeah.
What'd you do the first time?
We went to Gas Lamp in downtown, I think. Yeah. So we went to Gas Lamp. I forgot whose ID was expired. I think it was my boyfriend Victor's. His ID was expired. So we did a comedy show for the first time, and then we went out and we were big bags. We just like tried new foods, trying all these macaroni and cheeses. big burgers. So like we're just being big bags. So we went to the hotel. We did get a Fat Tuesday though. Those are always fun. You always have to get a Fat Tuesday in San Diego or in Vegas. Have you ever had a Fat Tuesday?
Oh, I love Fat Tuesdays. That's almost the only thing I look forward to when I go to Vegas. I don't gamble. Literally. I don't do anything else. I'm just like, let me walk around the street with my drink.
Yeah.
And just da-da-da-da.
That shit fucks you up instantly. Like, and it's funny because you don't taste the alcohol. You just taste nothing but juice.
You just have this fun giant cup of beverage.
Exactly. And you're just like slurping on it. And then all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck?
All the pretty lights, people watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, I did have questions though.
Okay.
That I was like, I know, no pressure. Kind of, because I feel like I haven't interviewed somebody in a while. I took a little break for a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It was Sina, or how do you say his name?
Sin Alma.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
I'm not, see, I can't speak Spanish, so I can't say it like that. I say it so fucking white. So say it again.
Sin Alma.
Si Amla.
Where's the N? Si Amla.
Si Amla. I can't. No disrespect because I love him. Like, he's so cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Si Amla.
Si Amla. Like, girl, I cannot. Omelet.
I cannot roll my R's for shit. I cannot roll my R's.
Okay, say sin.
Scene.
There you go. You said it. Sin.
Oh, scene.
But
it's Si Amla. Isn't that his name though? Si Amla? It's not scene by itself.
Hold on. No. It's, you gotta be like spelling it out.
We're so sorry.
It's Alma.
Okay. Sin Alma.
You did it! You did it! You see? You gotta take it slow.
Yes. See. Yeah, when I talk to him, like, hi, Sin Alma. Can you imagine that? Just kidding.
He's gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch?
But yeah.
So your family didn't grow up speaking Spanish?
My grandparents raised me. I think I got taken away from my grandparents. I mean, sorry, from my mom. Sorry, it's like so rough. I got taken away from my mom when I was about a couple of months. Okay. And then my grandparents went to court and they fought for me and they took me in when I was like 6 months. So all my life, since I was 6 months, my grandparents raised me. And my mom wasn't really much in my life. My dad was here and there. But yeah, my grandparents, shout out to my grandparents because I fucking love them. And I will fucking cry right now. But without them, like, dude, I honestly don't know where the fuck I would be. Like, they're such sweethearts right now. And it's just crazy. Yeah.
Are they still with us?
They're still with us.
Love that.
But they're so much older than. It's just crazy how time flies, to be honest.
How was that? Well, did you ever feel like a gap being raised by your grandparents?
Yeah, for sure. Like, of course, like, I was raised by my grandparents, and then, like, Mother's Day happened, Father's Day happened, or, you know, bring your mom to do, like, when we graduated, like, kindergarten. I don't remember if you know, like, we did, like, the chicken dance and, like, stuff like that. Like, you know, bring your mom and dad out. You know what's funny? They never, ever, like, said, bring your grandparents out. It's always, like, bring your mom and dad. Mm-hmm. So, of course, like, all my life, I was like, damn, like, I'm missing that gap of mom and dad relationship. But at the end of the day, my grandparents fill that gap, and they tried their hardest to be there for us. But it's crazy because I'm saying us because I have 5 brothers and 4 sisters. So there's 10 of us.
That's fucking crazy,
yes.
Dude.
And I'm third to youngest, and I'm first generation.
Hey.
First generation. I graduated high school. I was the first one to graduate high school. Did something with my life, and actually have my kid.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
so it's kind of crazy. But my grandparents has taken like a lot of my sister's kids in. Mm-hmm. Till this day, they have my niece, who's also my sister, my youngest brother, who has Down syndrome, and my nephew from my other sister's kid. Yeah, all my sisters, they had kids, like at least 4 or 3, and they all got taken away. So it's pretty like crazy. And you know, like I said, shout out to my grandparents because I don't know how the fuck they did it.
Just having open arms for everybody.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. How many people are they taking care of right now?
Right now?
I lost count.
Right now, they're taking care of 3. But you know what? My grandparents are so old. My grandma doesn't even walk anymore. And she's just in her hospital bed. We have it in our living room. And my grandpa stopped doing everything, I believe, like last year. Because he was like ahead of the man. So he was doing everything. Pick up the kids, making dinner, whatever. And he stopped doing that. And my niece stepped in, who's like my sister, who I grew up with. You know, shout out to her as well, because she's like this. And without her, I feel like I wouldn't know where I would be too, because she's also my son's godmother. Oh. And so we just grew up seeing the same shit, because it's the same shit. And so right now she's taking care of my grandparents, obviously, because I can't be there. But I still go like maybe like once or twice during the week and help out with her.
That's amazing.
Because I know she's still young. She's like in her 23, I think. Oh. So I feel like she needs to live her life too. So I try to help out as much as I can. She tries to help me out as much as I can, because at the end of the day, I don't really have as much people to help me out. I have a really, really small village, maybe like 2 or 3 people.
Really?
Mm-hmm. To help me out, at least with my son. And yeah, it's kind of crazy, girl, like how life is.
Yeah, I was going to ask you too, like if you were close at all with your family, your brothers and sisters.
Okay, so I'm close to one of my brothers. His name is Richard. He just got out of jail last year in September.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Richard? We met Richard.
Yeah, he did 22 years in jail. Not gonna say why, but keep y'all wondering. But he got out of jail and he's doing amazing with his life. He's got a certificate for welding. He's into like construction, plumbing. Like he's making money. He has his own car.
Yeah.
So I give him props to him, because out of all my brothers, and he's the oldest, he's doing something with his life. And I always tell him, like, good shit, like you did what you had to do when you got out. You didn't go back to drugs. You didn't go back to anything. You know what I mean?
A lot of people go back to that same
exactly
cycle, or like can't even escape because people don't give them the chance. Mm-hmm. And also being gone for so long, it's like, how do you adjust to the fucking outside world?
And the system's so fucked up because they want you to fail. And he was just like, thumbs up, middle finger up, like, fuck that, you're not gonna make me fail. I'm gonna do something in my life. And he fucking did that.
He did.
So, shout out to Richard too, my oldest brother, and I'm proud of him, and I hope he knows that. But yeah, so then I have my youngest brother, Angel, who has Down syndrome, who you haven't met, but hopefully one day you will. And he is a sweetheart. He's in college. She's in like this transitional college for like autistic kids. So it's like all college. It's like all grown up adults, and it's like such a different environment.
Like autism and different.
Yeah,
of the spectrum.
It's just no normal kids there. Or it's just
fucking sick.
Yeah, I was a behavior therapist, so I got to like go to a different school, not his school, but a different school like that by Cleveland. I forgot what it's called. Leachman? No. Miller. Have you heard of Miller?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, Miller. And I was like, whoa, like this is fucking sick. Like nobody's there to judge him. Yeah. Nobody's there to like make fun of them. They're just in their own fucking world. During lunchtime, all they do is dance and vibe, and nobody's just there to judge them. And I fucking love that. Like my brother made me see like a different perspective of the world. Like it's crazy because it's fucked up like nowadays that people just make fun of like autistic kids, and like yeah. And then I have so I'm the 13th youngest, and then I have the middle one. Her name is Crystal. Sometimes I was really close to her as well growing up, but we stopped talking, but we talk here and there. But yeah.
Do you find it more difficult to connect with your sisters and your brothers? Well, I guess there's some that are special cases, right? But like just gender wise.
Yeah. I mean,
because me and my sister fucking fought for a minute before we were cool.
That's why I refer my niece Raina as my sister, because I literally grew up with her. Sorry, and I'm the oldest. I'm 25. She's 23. So she was like always wearing my clothes in like middle school, and I was like, oh my god, like at least fucking ask me or what. Like she was my sister. I always fought with. So yes, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
because
Bumping
she
heads.
Just did sister things. Yes, and God. It's crazy. But we also had Crystal, my other youngest sister. She was there from time to time, but she was getting taken care of by her grandmother, who lived somewhere in Panorama City. So she wasn't too far. And I grew up in Reseda, by the way. So, but yeah. I would say I'd ride with my sisters more. Honestly, I was never close to my brothers, other than Angel, which is my youngest brother. But yes, my sister Krista and Raina were always like my top 2 for sure.
Oh,
yeah,
well, that's beautiful. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to picture Picture your village. It sounds really isolating.
Yeah, it is for sure. And
growing up.
It's
like
funny
that.
because I have cousins who I feel like are my sisters to me, you know, like who helped me out, who's always been there for me as well. So it is, you know, it is isolated. And then I got, you know, sometimes Victor's sister, she's like, you know, to me, I see her as a big sister. I always go to her for everything, like especially when I have questions about my son. I was like, hey, like, can you help me with this? Or like, what can I do with this? Yeah.
So yeah, you know what? That's kind of the blessing, I would say, of not having all your needs met within your family, because then you can see, oh, I'm not restricted to this one group. Like there's a whole world of people that are willing to love me, and I can consider them family because there's the same respect. You know, I don't. Yeah.
But that's why I say I have a really small village, you know, and not by choice, but from what I've seen, like who actually are willing to put in that effort to like at least help me. Or
it's the fucking effort.
Yeah,
Nothing is gonna be
and
easy.
I hate asking for handouts. I really do. But you know, if people are just like, no, you know, I got you. You know, at the end of the day, okay, I'm gonna hold you on to that and just be like, okay, I know you got me because you guys always showed up for me at the end of the day. So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah.
I mean, shit, that was low key my starting question was like, how, like, who are you? How have you, like, what have your experiences, what have your experiences been like, from since you were born leading up until this point to where you are now?
Yeah, well,
you know,
of course,
what
made me who I am today.
I mean, for all that, your family, that played a big part. And you know what? That's crazy. Sorry, I just want to say, like, you're such a happy and, like, well put together person. Everything that you've gone through is so fucking traumatic and heavy.
Traumatic, emphasized on, like, police coming to my grandparents' house, banging on the door, looking for my brothers and sisters. I've seen a lot of shit growing up, and I feel like what motivated me was my brothers and sisters. I did not want to be like them. I did not want to be out in the streets like that. I was like, why? Like, you know, I'm loved by my grandparents. Yes, I don't have my mom and dad. Or sometimes my dad, yes, will show out. But why? You know, like, I want better for myself. And it took me till the third person out of all of them to actually do something. So that's what motivated me. And, you know, I wasn't fucking straight A student either. You know, I fucking lived up high school as much as I could, you know. But I joined dance team. I was on dance team for a while. And, you know, that motivates you because you have to keep a certain GPA and your grades have to be good.
Yeah, you have a schedule. You have a routine.
Exactly. And I love to fucking dance. Like, and that's just motivating me. So I just kept myself busy. And then when it was senior year, I found out, like, I was, like, behind a couple of credits. You know what I did? I fucking went to adult school. So I did dance team after school. Straight after dance team, I went to adult school, made up those credits, and I fucking graduated on time with my class.
You fucking hustled to get your shit done.
You just have to really want it, you know? And I feel like, I don't know, whatever my brothers and sisters were dealing with back then, I feel like till this day, it's, you know, it's 2024, I feel like there's so much out there other than what they're doing, you know? And I just hope, like, hopefully one day they see that and they realize that before it's too late. Yeah.
and yeah, no, that's the thing is, like, they have to want to do it themselves. There's only, there is a certain point where everyone's, like, tired of their own shit. And either, but also, I don't know, I try to keep in mind, like, the hurt that other people have and what is keeping them from getting to the next level. Like,
I try to think, like, what hurt do they have, you know? I mean, I have hurt.
You know personal the details. I don't, but, like,
no. I mean, they're just on, like, drugs, and they're just, like, alcohol, like, mainly on drugs. But, and I get, you know, whatever hurt they have, I don't know what, I feel like I have the same hurt in a way. You know what I mean? Like, but I still made something out of myself. So I don't know. I guess to each their own. They were just motivation to me personally, and my grandparents, you know, were motivation to me as well. And I just felt like, fuck it, you know, let's be the first generation. Let's fucking graduate. So after me, it was my sister and my niece who graduated, and then it was my brother Angel.
Wait, so you said you were the first one to graduate
high school
out of all your siblings?
All my first generation.
Fuck yeah,
exactly. And I had like 4 certificates for, like, from, like, the college center. I forgot what it was for, but Yeah, I fucking did that.
You're like, fuck all y'all. I'm gonna be.
It was such an accomplishment. Then I did some college, and then I fucked up in college because I had I was staying at the dorms. I went to Casa LA.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. If you sit at the dorms at a college, you know what I'm talking about. You just don't get shit done, to be honest. So, yeah, and I fucked up, and then I went to Casa LA. So right after I graduated from Reseda High School in 2017, 2 days later, I started a summer bridge program at Casa LA. And I was there for like 2 years at Casa LA. And then I obviously got bad grades, so I got kicked out in a way. And I went to East LA College. I did like a semester there. And then I left back to the Valley, went to Pierce College.
Why? Is it just you didn't like these?
I don't know. I think I just couldn't focus. I feel like I was like 20, 21, 22, 23. I was just living life, you know? Like, life was so different before where I'm at now, you know? Yeah. And then...
so college bounced around.
Yeah, college definitely bounced around. I was living with my dad when I was at East LA College because he lived out there in LA. And then this is when I met Victor, who is my, you know, my baby daddy, my boyfriend. I met him through like Twitter or whatever. And then
you met him on Twitter?
Well, yeah, I had posted something on Twitter and then he responded to it, but we had one mutual friend. And I didn't know how Twitter worked back then. So I don't know how, exactly. To this day, I kind of get more of like the feel of it. But all I saw was him commenting on it. And I was like, yeah. And then he slid into obviously my messages and blah, blah, blah. And now we have a kid. So, and I'm out here in the Valley. Sorry, excuse me.
Beautiful love story.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
What age was that you guys met?
What am I, 25, 24, 23, 22? I just turned 21. I was turning 21. So we met in 2019. So I was 20. And then he took me to Vegas. And he got me fucked up on my 21st. He was the first one. He was the one that got me a Fat Tuesday. He introduced me to Fat Tuesday. You say, but that shit fucked me up. Girl, we had tickets. Yes, bro. We had tickets to go see Tiesto at the Caesar Palace.
Oh, I bet you didn't even make it.
No, I didn't make it. We Ubered it to the event and I flopped. And I was like, I can't do this. My head's spinning. And like Victor's like, well, we just got here. And I was like, I can't make it.
Whose fault is this really?
Victor's fault. Yeah, I swear to God it was his fault. Because he even admits it, and I'm sure he'll probably admit it, that he poured more than like enough shots than I could usually handle.
It was your 21st birthday.
But low-key, he did tell me, he low-key did tell me, like, slow down. But I was like, no, this shit's good. Because you don't taste the alcohol.
It's hard to stop once you start.
It's like a slushie.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love slushies?
Yeah, you're walking, slushies. You get thirsty.
Exactly. But I was so upset because Tiesto was fucking amazing.
I bet it still hurts you to this day.
Yeah, for sure.
You're like, fuck.
Didn't make it past 12, and everybody holds that against me. My cousin was there, Amanda. Yeah.
I know. Is there like a Cinderella joke or something? You gotta make it past 12 or else you turn into a
literally,
fucking
literally, I just fucking got to the bed. I just flopped out and blacked out and didn't remember the whole night. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, drinking.
Yeah. Drinking is dangerous, you guys. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Drink responsibly. As we're drinking.
Okay, so you met Vic.
Yeah.
And then when did you guys have your baby?
We had Mason in the year 2020. In November. So we had it. He's a Thanksgiving baby that we like to see. We got pregnant, or at least I found out I was pregnant around like March something. And then we were like, fuck.
Yeah, can we talk about that? How did you feel?
I think it was Valentine's Day. If I'm being fucking honest, because it just it just adds up. Like, it has to be Valentine's Day. Because March I found out. And I only found out because I saw my belly growing like a little lump. And I was really skinny. And I was like, what is this? And I was looking at my stomach. I was like, what is this little lump I have?
What did I eat?
Yeah. And obviously I know, my family's been pregnant so many times. So I was like, am I pregnant? So I took a test. I went to the bathroom, took a test, and it came back positive. And I was so scared. I was so happy, but so scared. And I told Victor, and then he was just like he was shocked himself. But he made me feel really good when he found out. Until that day, we just took it day by day. And that was during COVID. So 2020,
when the world
Yeah,
you
just
don't know what
shut
the
out.
fuck is gonna happen.
Mhm.
Everything is shut down.
Everything was shut
People are
down.
losing their jobs.
Yeah.
You're scared to go outside. Oh my
Yeah,
god, having a baby
exactly.
in the mid-COVID, and you're like,
Mhm.
"Don't touch my baby, get away
Yeah,
from me."
exactly. No, I feel like in general, I feel like people shouldn't be touching like newborn babies because there's this thing called
Facts.
RSV where
What's that?
babies can get like very sick and I guess like they can die from it.
Oh my god,
RSV,
someone told me
where
that. I'm
you
like,
kiss
"What the
up.
fuck?"
Yeah, it's RSV. It's like a sickness.
We should
And
just fucking
even
spread them
then,
like
so
that.
I feel like people don't be kissing other people's babies. First off, at least wash your hands and ask for permission. Don't think it's okay just to go ahead and kiss babies, all right? Because those babies,
Spoken by a mother herself.
literally. Because I was just like, no, like you cannot kiss my baby. You can go wash your hands and maybe hold him, but yeah, it's just crazy because there's so many things out there you don't even know and these kids catch and then all of a sudden you go to the hospital and you find this out like what the fuck, I thought I did
Yeah.
everything right and it's just crazy.
Do you feel like, and maybe I'm putting too much thought into it, but do you feel like you're kind of like healing your own parental issues through your own child?
100%. Yeah, I definitely feel as soon as I found out I was pregnant I was like, okay, I gotta be the best mom that I never got. I know I have a smaller village behind me and I'm gonna make that work. But at the end of the day, I gotta be there for him more than my village. But I know my village is behind me if I ever need help. So yes, I did everything my mother didn't, by the way. Yes, I didn't. Yeah, it was definitely a crazy
Everything you wish you would have had.
Yeah,
you're giving to
yeah,
him.
and my son is so loved by so many people and I don't like to use the word spoiled because he's not spoiled. I feel like he's just has just so much love.
Loved.
Yeah, he's loved by so many people and it breaks my and not breaks my heart, sorry. It like makes my heart filled because my son has autism and like some people are so judgmental when it comes to autism.
Yeah.
And like straight out the back, especially when we're like out in the public like places, people are just like so quick to be like, oh, like your kid doesn't like know how to like understand things or like he doesn't know how to act or like, oh, like your kid can't say excuse me.
Who do you get that from? Just strangers or like
Yeah, like
people
there's
from
this
school?
there was this one time, well, my son just barely started school, so thank God I haven't heard anything about that right now. But there was this one lady, just the other day we were at Target and my son was crying and she just kept making this face like this ugly face and I was like, and to my boyfriend I was like, why the fuck is she making those faces? Like then I really was just like really like looking at her like, is she just like that? Like it's just her face or what? And then she kept still making it as Mason continued to cry.
Yeah.
And I was like so tunnel vision to her. And then all of a sudden, like the cashier, I told her like, your card didn't go through. And she's like, sorry, I can't hear you with all this crying. And Victor was like, what the fuck, bitch? You don't know how to fucking use your card or what? And I was like, that part. That's right. They're just such judgmental people.
I was like, does he have to tame you?
Yeah.
No. Okay, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. Do you feel like you have to advocate for your son so much?
Yeah, because my son is nonverbal. He's getting the help that he needs for sure. He's getting therapy Monday through Friday just to communicate, just to act right with every other kid out there.
Yeah.
And he's making a lot of progress since he started ABA therapy inside our house. He does 4 hours, which is a long time because he has school. So he goes to school from 8 to 12:30.
Yeah.
Has session at 1 p.m. to 4:45. His whole day is booked. He's tired just to work with other kids. And, that's fine. But I feel like if my son's working that much at such a fucking young age, other parents should be, like, putting their input to their kids and letting them know that there's other kids out there that are different. And I fucking fight for any autistic kids or, just because I'll be the voice. I don't give a fuck, because it's fucked up. We're in 2024 and, kids should know better. That's how I feel.
Yeah, man. I mean, if we have the education out there, they know all these other things. Why not fucking learn something about the outside
you'll be
world?
surprised.
Everybody. No, I can't even imagine. Honestly, I don't know how you keep it together. I feel like that story you told me got me pissed as fuck. I was like, bitch.
Yeah. There's another time we're at Glendale, of course. We're at Glendale House Bank. Glendale says a lot, by the way.
And people are just assholes in general.
It was an older lady, and Mason was like a little close to her, and she's like, "Can you get your kid away from me?" I was like, "Bitch, she's not doing anything to you." Like, I just don't get people why they speak and shit like that. Like, he's not fucking hurting you, so why the fuck are you saying anything to me? You know, like he's not hitting you. He's not pulling your hair. He's not doing shit to you.
You know what's crazy?
Shit pisses me off.
Have you ever thought about being like, educating them and being like, oh, he has autism. He wasn't aware of his spatial fucking surroundings.
Yeah. Even then, so they're just fucking kids at the end of the fucking day. You were there once, like, yes, times would have probably been different for you, but you were a kid once, and like
that's one thing I can't stand is people that can't like
Me
hold
either.
their fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like the world does not revolve around you. Like
you
just
don't
deal with
you don't
whatever
understand,
discomfort you have.
You don't understand until you have a fucking autistic kids. I feel like you just won't understand. I feel like you just have to be built different. Like my son is so OCD. I don't know if that's how you explain it, but we went to go get cookies today for him, sugar cookies, and like his dad dropped the cookies on accident on the cart, and he just threw a huge fit. Will any normal kid usually do that? No, but Mason, yes, he's very OCD. He has to have them lined up the way it was.
Yeah.
And it's just tough because one fucking wrong move like that, that's the end. Like tantrum.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
For how long?
Before ABA, he was about 5. It was pretty long, 5 minutes. Now it's like 30 seconds to a minute.
Really?
He's definitely, like
That's
I
amazing.
said, he's definitely improved, and I'm so proud of him. And I don't know, I can just cry because how proud I am. But yes, when we diagnosed him when he was 2, and I only knew because my brother doesn't have the same symptoms as my son does. I just know about autism because of my brother and because I'm a behavioral therapist for autistic kids. So I was a BII for this autistic kid. I would go to school with him and make sure he was always on track, make sure he wasn't doing any behavior problems, make sure that to use your words, to calm down, breathing techniques, whatever it was. And I just seen like signs of my Mason not responding to his name, flapping his hands, just not making eye contact either, just like little things. And I was like, let's just get him tested, it doesn't hurt. And I recommend at the age of 2 is where they normally tell you to test them, but at 2 you test them for autism, and it doesn't hurt to test them because what's the worst? They come out, they don't come out, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with testing.
There's a lot of people out there that I feel like, nah, he's cool, like he doesn't need to. And those are the type of parents that are gonna have to fucking
pay
suffer.
attention.
Yeah, because that's fucked up, because you should be putting your kids first. You should just play it safe, I don't know. I don't
just like fuck the image of whatever you think or you want your family to have. It's like, listen to what's happening within your fucking family.
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on.
But yeah, so it's been definitely a journey with him. So,
Yeah.
but it's still gonna continue to this day, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, wait, I did write questions about that too. So let me look back at it because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
No, you're good.
But we've talked about a lot already.
Yeah.
What kind of impact did that have on your relationship?
Well, Victor didn't grow up with any type of like disability like that in his life, and I feel like I was more of the one guiding him, letting him know, teaching him, telling him to calm down. It's not his fault. He doesn't understand. Take a deep breath. As yourself, take a deep breath, and remember, his mind is constantly fucking going. More than our mind is going,
Like we could take a deep breath and regulate.
Exactly.
He can't do that.
Exactly. He doesn't understand yet. He's so young.
Yeah.
Doesn't understand. Yes, he does things and he makes a mess or whatever the fuck he does. And just relax. It's okay. But yeah, I definitely was the one that guided him.
And that's because you had your experience with your younger brother.
But like I said, I call him my angel. My angel doesn't have behaviors like my son does. My angel is like, he can actually talk. He talks pretty fucking good. So, and the only type of behaviors, I don't even think he has behaviors. He's just on the spectrum. I don't know. You have to meet him one day and you let me know. Like, I can't explain him. He's just really fucking smart.
I think we'll vibe.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He loves meeting girls. My brother is going to be 20 years old. He loves going out with girls and he loves talking to girls. He is not shy. He'll go up to you.
Damn.
He might even steal your bitch to all the guys out there. Because
I love it.
Yes.
He's a little social butterfly.
Yes.
You guys took him to a rave.
Yes, we took him to Zed in the park. His
How was
first rave.
that?
It was fucking like a full circle moment. So I listened to Zed. I've been going to raves since 2016, 2017, one of those. Anyways, and I've always listened to Zed. Zed was like my top playlist.
Yeah.
And he got into it because he starts listening to some like yelling music too. Like, what is that, like rock or
Screamo,
yeah, like
heavy
EDM.
metal,
Like
some
he
shit
just
like
like
that.
into shit like that. I was like, hey, let me put you on. And I showed him Zed, and ever since then he's been obsessed with Zed.
Aww.
I was like, okay, when you turn 18, I'll take you to Zed. And yeah, he turned 18. Wait, how does that make sense? I took him this year, huh?
We went, yeah.
Oh, because Zed in the park
you.
didn't happen. Sorry. He turned 18 like about 2 years ago. A year ago, one of those. And Zed in the park wasn't happening. It's not guaranteed all year long.
Yeah.
So when I found out this year he was going to have it,
Aw.
I automatically was like, Victor, babe, we're gonna get a
We gotta
ticket.
go.
Yes, and he loved it. And it's so fucking funny because when we got to the event, I forgot it was a rave and there was gonna be ass cheeks out and titties out. And I was like, cover your fucking eyes.
He was having the time of his motherfucking life.
He's not into shit like that. He's like, gross. Like he just doesn't like shit like that.
So
yeah,
funny.
that's why I think it was just as a big sister. I was like, oh my god, you could be looking at ass right now. Yes, but honestly, he didn't even look like shit like that. He was just more into like the vibes.
Mhm.
Especially, he loves to fucking eat. He eats. He's such a big back. Fuck man, like he could down a burger in like maybe in a minute.
That's
like
crazy. You ever see those videos where like the girlfriends try to match the boyfriend and they're just fucking struggling to breathe?
That's me as fuck. That's literally me as fuck, dude.
I don't
My brother.
know how they go so fast. Like, do they even chew?
I don't know. I ask
And
him
that's
all
a
the
whole
time. He's like, it's just so good.
That doesn't answer my question.
Yeah,
How the
literally.
fuck? Okay. Next question on that though. What is like the best piece of advice that you've gotten for raising a child with autism? An autistic child.
I don't think
Or have like found.
I
or
don't
it's just
I
something.
don't really get advice. I do vent to Mason's godmother a lot. Her name is Raina. About like how it's just so much sometimes and everything. She's always just telling me like, you're okay, you're doing a good job, like you're doing more than your mom ever did. And she's always uplifting me. And I feel like I hear that a lot from a lot of people. It's just more of, you're doing great. I see it, you're making it happen. You sacrifice of not doing a lot of things. Like Escape just happened. We didn't really have anybody to watch our son like that, to watch for 2 days. So we sacrificed and just not go. It's just like little sacrifices I feel like are big in a way, because we went from like doing all these partying. And then we just like stopped. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Well, on that note, how do you make time for yourself? How do you check in on you?
On myself, like individually on myself.
Yeah, what do you do for you?
I go get my nails done sometimes.
Okay.
Or my nail
That
or my
counts.
toes, I guess.
Yeah.
Or my eyelashes. Honestly, my son is so attached to me. When he sees me leave, he just starts throwing a fucking fit.
Mm.
And I just feel bad because I don't know. I don't really put I'm trying to think, like, damn, I don't really put myself.
It's
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that once you like try to think
Mhm.
about like, what do I actually do for me? Because it's something that you would automatically assume, oh yeah, of course I take care of myself. It's my life.
Mhm.
But
I'm trying
then
to
you're
think.
like, oh fuck, no. I actually don't spend a single fucking not even 5 minutes to just sit.
Showering is great.
Bitch, that's a necessity. But you see, we gotta make time. Wait,
Yeah, but
I
even
worded it better.
trying to spend money on my nails, I'm just like, no, I'd rather spend this on my son. My
Mm.
son loves to go out, especially eat. So I'm like, I'd rather just do that. Like, I mean, dude.
Is he picky with food at all?
Yes, he's very a texture person. So he doesn't
Ah.
like mashed potatoes. He doesn't like anything squishy.
Okay.
He smells shit. And it's funny because me and Victor smell shit. We smell shit before we eat it. And he goes, and then if it doesn't smell good, he's going to throw it back in.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So
That is so funny. Did you study behavior? I can't say that.
Behavioral.
What?
Me as fuck.
Behavioral studies before.
I actually was I was going to school to become a social worker because I had a social worker growing up, and she inspired me to be one because she took me to go see Shrek. And I'm 25 and I still remember this day. Yes. When did Shrek come out?
There's a core memory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And she was there for me more than my mom. And I just feel like she was fucking amazing, you know? My social worker was fucking amazing. And I got blessed with that. And I feel like I want to be like you. And I wanted to help kids. And so I wanted to be a social worker. I just never continued. I never went back to school for it. And I think I might change my major because I feel like I'm too sensitive. It hits too close to home. I feel like I watched the Gabriel Fernandez documentary and bawled my eyes out. Can you imagine me going out in the field and doing some shit like that? Taking kids away from their parents? I mean, yeah, it might be a good thing because they might be neglecting them or abusing them or whatever. But I can't because
is fucked.
It hits home sort of because not that I remember getting taken away, but knowing that I got taken away from my mom and dad and was raised by my grandparents, it's just hits, you know. I got a lot of PTSD, a lot of trauma, I guess, in a way. And, you know, this is my first time ever talking about it. So I'm really, really trying not to cry because I really don't tell anybody this shit, to be honest. And
why is that?
I don't know. I just feel like it's just a lot. It's very sentimental to me. It's a lot behind the scenes that I've, you know, been through. But at the end of the day, it made me who the fuck I am today. So
is that why you don't want to open up? Because you don't want to be vulnerable and
maybe.
Cry? Bitch, you've been doing so good.
Maybe.
I want to cry listening to your story, but you're just not shedding a damn tear. You're like, I'm gonna fucking tough it out.
Yeah, because I just owe it a lot to my grandparents, to be honest. Like, without them. And it's so hard for me to go spend those 2 days out of the week to see them. Like, I tell my niece right now, I was like, I don't know how the fuck you do it. I don't know how you don't cry. She's like, I want to cry, but I just try to like laugh about it and like try to like
you
not think about it.
Cry.
Yeah, and I know she does, but at the end of the day, like, it's tough to see my grandparents. Two of the strongest people who raised me and her, and everybody else outside our family, just go down and just be old and just not be able to do shit that they used to.
Just life.
Yeah, and it's
mortality.
Fuck, like, I don't know. Without them in this life, I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to think about so you're not caught off guard. Fuck, man, that's one of the things with life is even though I don't know, we try to protect ourselves from the things that make us so uncomfortable and the things that we don't like, and one of them being losing somebody you love. But it's like, how do you even prepare yourself for that?
But you know what? My grandparents, I feel like we have so much family on my Nana's side. I feel like my Nana and Pops' side, not one person or not a lot of people come and show up for them as they do for them. And I think that's one thing that triggers somebody, you know? And I feel like at the end of the day, if my grandparents went above and beyond for so many people, especially in their family, and I feel like they need that return. They need that...
Absolutely.
That check-in, like, I'm gonna pull up, you know, I'm gonna see how you're doing. I'm gonna, you know, just maybe an hour visit, you know?
Yeah, a little thing here and there.
Not much people really show up to my grandparents' house. And it's really sad because when I pull up, it's just still me, Raina, my niece, and my grandparents, and my brother, and my nephew.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I love that.
It is, for sure. And at the end of the day, fuck it. If that's all you really need, then that's all you fucking really need. You know? But, you know, some people do show out. You know, I just wish sometimes it's more than usually they do. But at the end of the day, I feel like they shouldn't be suffering right now. I feel like they should be out in fucking Hawaii. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I have so much.
Yeah. I mean, they've done so much. They deserve fucking the world.
They have done so much. They put up a lot of shit too. But yeah.
What are your grandparents' names?
Julia and Gustavo Bracamonte.
Julian, Gustavo,
Bracamonte.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Dude, these are some spicy ass last names. I've never heard this shit before. What about your grandpa?
My Gustavo.
Oh, Gustavo.
Yeah, Gustavo. She's like,
why.
Am I drunk yet? Am I buzzing?
I'm about halfway up this beatbox, and I'm feel fucking worse.
That was
shit,
me
bitch.
coming over here.
Oh man, this has been fun.
But
Okay.
yeah.
You know, I'll be honest, I was a little nervous coming into this because it's like it's such a serious, well, going back to the autism thing, I was like, it's a serious topic, and a lot of people don't talk about it either because they're like embarrassed or they feel they don't want to like offend by asking questions and shit, because you know, also parents back in the day didn't do this test because they were like, oh, he's just a bad child who's not willing to like deal with shit. And then it just gets worse and ignored. And it's not until recently where we're getting all this research and people who are willing to listen to them and like take the time. And I don't know. I forgot where I was going with that. I completely lost my train of thought halfway through. My bad.
Just blanking out, just talking.
Oh, yeah. I was saying how I was nervous because I wanted to make sure I came about this the right way, and I didn't want to like ask a stupid question.
No, there's never a stupid question when it comes to asking about like autistic or autism. You know, same word, but you know what I mean?
Right. Okay. And I think this is why I brought it up, because I was like, there's so many, the spectrum.
Yeah.
Right? What does that even mean? Like, what did they?
You tell me, girl, because I really don't know. I mean, spectrum.
What do doctors tell you when you first get diagnosed? Like, were they like, here's some pamphlets, fucking good luck?
So we did like an hour Zoom call with this private agency, and she observed Mason the way he was interacting with everything at home.
Oh.
And then she sent me like a big document, and she's like, yeah, your son has like mild autism. I guess it's not severe because there's severe ones where, and I'm sorry, I'm not really educated and I should be educated, but I think a severe one is like more of hitting, always like just more aggressive. Yeah, right, physical. Okay. Mason, I feel like she says he was mild, definitely nonverbal, delay of speech. So, and you know, it's funny because on TikTok I've been seeing like autism level 2, level 1, and I've been curious about that because I don't even know what level my son's at actually. That
was another question that I have. Do you go to like support groups? Is there like a little fucking Facebook group or some shit?
No.
Girl, there's a world out there. What do you mean?
I know, but you know what's fucked up? I try to get help, at least for financially wise, because I had stopped working. Because Mason went back to school. Or Mason started school for the first time in August when everybody else started school. And then interfered with my scheduling. So, you know, my baby daddy was just like, you know, just don't work. I got you guys. You know, just focus on Mason. We'll take him to school together. Drop me off at work. And then you just have free time for yourself. Actually, you asked me that question. So, yes, actually, recently I've been having free time to myself for 4 hours. So I'll drop Victor off like at 8:20. And then those couple hours I had to go pick up Mason till 12:30. I would go run. I'll go eat by myself. I'll go to the mall by myself. You go. Yes. I'm trying to think. I'm so nervous. But yes, little things like that feel so fucking amazing. I'm like, damn, I feel like I don't have a kid, you know. I don't feel like I'm stressing, having to like make sure he's not crying or anything. So yes, I've been recently trying to like work on my weight a lot too as well. So yeah. All right. What was the question again?
Girl, I went with you. I don't know.
What was the question before this?
Or was like, okay, the support level, right? Group. Well, levels,
yeah. No, I don't
so it's like, it's not even like support, like, oh, here's some like shit, but it's just like talking about it with other people who are experiencing the same thing.
Yeah.
Because that's how I started like learning more about my ADHD and other things, just by like, well, you kind of do it in a way by going through TikTok and then like seeing what these people do. But like, I'm sure there's fucking groups who have play dates out here or something of moms on Facebook or something. Yeah. I would know. My coworker,
You're right. No, there fucking definitely is. I think there's just a part of me where I'm not putting the full effort to do that to the extent.
Do you not have like the energy to do it yet?
I feel like no, because dude, Monday through Friday, I actually just got a job recently closing shifts.
Hey.
Yeah, so it's something fucking fancy, but it's not Chipotle.
It's something
to bring in some money.
To celebrate.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, me going back to work is gonna be more draining. But anyways, yes, I feel like my whole day is booked. Whether it's because of Mason, like he starts school, ends school, goes to session. After session, go pick up Victor. By the time we're home, it's like around 5:36. My day's already gone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
So
gotta go to bed.
I see on TikTok. I do educate myself on TikTok for sure. I do know there's probably support groups. There's a lot of things out there for sure.
Do you fuck with Reddit?
Sometimes.
I also don't know how it works,
Me
but
either.
I know there's
I just
like
type
some
it in the
shit.
search bar, enter whatever pops up. I click on that shit.
Yeah, man. And even those like little reading. That's how I kind of found out more information about my medication that they were trying to put me on. I was like, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about it. So I was just like searching up other people's experiences with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
Google, Reddit, TikTok,
same,
wherever you can find information. Fuck it. Why not?
Same purpose of this podcast. I was like, I feel like it's just talking about shit. The community will come. Everybody can help each other out and be like, oh, hey, yeah, same.
Yeah,
exactly. I did this to help me out.
Yeah, I get you, girl.
I'm just saying your village doesn't have to be two.
Mm-hmm. I know. I understand. But then again, like...
But I get you. You're exhausted. I can't even fucking imagine. Mm-hmm. I can't even take care of myself, honestly. And I already feel tired. And
I only got two main people to really watch my son. Mason's godmother and his Theo, which is my sister-in-law, Victor's sister. Mm-hmm. One of those two. They can't watch him. I ain't doing shit.
That's your village.
That's my village.
And I get it because not a lot of people would know how to.
Yeah, my grandma used to watch my son when he was a couple months old, but this was she was walking, able to walk. And and then she had a stroke, and then that's when things fucked her up. And it was a stroke that messed her up. I guess it affected her. I didn't know how bad a stroke was till she had it. And she's ever since then she hasn't been the same. She lost so much weight. It's crazy. Mm-hmm.
In an instant, everything can change.
It is, and I pull up, and I'm just like, damn, like I don't know, like. As much as I love to go help out my niece because she's doing everything, changing her diaper. My grandma doesn't give a shit by herself, so she's using diapers. My niece does everything,
by herself.
And I feel so bad sometimes because I'm like, damn, like sometimes I wish I could go live over there with her, because before that, like I was the one there that was older, making sure everything was okay while she lived her life. But now roles were switched. I moved out. I have family, have her own place, and now she's taking care of everything. And she's so young, and I just sometimes feel bad. But, shout out to you. I love you so much, and you know how much I love you, and, she's my support for sure. But, yeah, it's crazy. Because changing a diaper, an elderly woman is crazy.
Bro, carrying a drunk person. Fucking crazy. What do you mean I have to...
Yeah, exactly.
Can't even process. So
Neither.
What's her name again?
Her name is Raina.
Raina, you are an angel.
An angel sent from heaven.
God bless you. Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. But life is crazy for sure. Life is life, but at the end of the day, you just gotta make the most of it.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
And make time for yourself. And not feel bad about it. Remember it. You blocked that shit out.
You know what I want to do? And I told Victor, I want to go to those head spas where I lay down and they put the water and they play with my hair.
Oh, those like scalp places?
Yes, I love my hair being played with.
100%. Okay, so we got 5 minutes. I'm gonna go bonus round and try to go through the questions that I did. What are you passionate about?
Right now I'm trying to be passionate. I'm trying to be passionate about losing a little weight.
No, not trying. What are you passionate about? Think about it.
Being a great mom to my son and being the best I could be for anybody, and always showing up for people, even though they sometimes don't show for me. But
putting in that effort.
Putting in that effort. Yes, I'm passionate about making sure my family is okay, no matter what.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Fuck, I wrote a lot of questions. Oh, what are some of Mason's favorite things?
Mason loves to eat, like I said. He is so bougie. He loves to eat at Benihana, Shakey's.
Okay.
These are his top threes. And In-N-Out. Sorry, and Panda Express. But Mason loves to eat. Mason loves to go to the park. Mason loves to just be by himself. But Mason loves to also be with his cousin, which is my sister-in-law's baby. Mason loves to be in a jumper. Mason loves to just be Mason and just conquer the world himself, trying to figure out how to fit in this world just like anybody else, And I see it every day. So whatever, little things can make him happy. So
yeah. I love that. And you're there to fucking make sure that he is safely exploring it all.
Yes. As any mother is, I'm so protective over him.
What's something you wish people would understand about children with autism?
Like, don't judge them quickly. Just, take a breather and just, just know that, like I said, they're trying to fit into your guys' world in a way. They're trying to learn. They're going to ABA therapy. They're going through all these therapy sessions just to fit into a world normally. Into your world, basically.
So the least you can do is have some fucking patience.
And now I use that shit.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful because at the end of the day, it is true. Yeah. They go through all these fucking therapy sessions just to fit into their world. But you know what's more beautiful? My sister-in-law, she has him and Mason are 2 months apart. Mason's the oldest, and she teaches him. And she's always on, like, no, like, it's okay. Like, and now that he's gonna be 4, he understands more than what he did back then. And of course, because he was so little, But at the end of the day, from what I see with my sister-in-law, I'm like, at the bottom of my heart, I'm so forever grateful for her because she sees it and she's helping her son do better, be better. Understand
crazy.
There's other kids out there different.
And it shouldn't be crazy.
Adjust to Mason in a way. And I love that. And I appreciate you and thank you because when I see him and I babysit him and I see how nice and gentle he is with Mason, nothing melts my heart more. So I appreciate her.
You're gonna make me cry. I can't. How do you guys support one another? You and Vic?
I guess we just try to show out for one another. At the end of the day, we're not perfect. We do have our ups and downs for sure. Yeah, we just try to be there for each other.
I love it. All right. Is there any advice that you would want to give to parents who are just finding out that their kid has autism or something? Anything that you wish you would have heard in the beginning?
Just know it's gonna be okay. I know at the end of the day, some parents are in denial. Just know it will be okay. There's a lot of support groups, like you said, for sure out there. I just haven't really, did my research about it. But to each their own. There's a lot of amazing people out there who are willing to help your child. My son went from nonverbal to 3 words. That's 3 words, but that's still a lot to us. And at the end of the day, it's not their fault. And you need to love them as much as you would love if he was normal or not, And I feel like kids are just amazing and blessings, and God gave you that challenge for a reason. So take it up and deal with it.
Love them for
exactly.
who they are.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do.
Every little bit.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, dude.
Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
Wasn't it great? See, it's not that scary.
It was a little scary.
Just a little, but then you get used to it. You're flicking in the flow.
I stutter a little bit, but it's okay.
It's fine. And you were right. We didn't get through fucking one.
For sure.
I did it. I got.
It's okay. Because I haven't ate.
Oh, that's right, bitch. You gotta eat.
Yeah.
I got another thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys liked this one. I love this one.
I hope you did. Hopefully, I did pretty good.
Dude, you did fucking great. What do you mean? Any last words before we sign off?
No, I appreciate you, Ruth. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're a sweetheart. And thank you for having me. And yeah.
Thanks, girl.
You're welcome.
All right. Love you, friends. Bye.
Toodaloo.